All right, so welcome guys, welcome to our Wednesday night lifestyle abundance event. My name's Jackie. I want to thank you all firstly for spending your Wednesday night jumping on to hear what we've got to share with you. We're all very excited to be launching Odette's business tonight. Very excited, and thank you for jumping on to support her, whether you're watching live or watching the recording. She definitely cares enough about your health and your lifestyle to share this with you, so we appreciate you taking the time to hear what we've got to say. So firstly, I'm going to address the elephant in the room, the bags under my eyes. I've just come back from 8 days overseas in the US for a conference with our amazing business, and I'm overflowing with gratitude and so much more knowledge, so much more drive and excitement around the product and the amazing business opportunity that we're all here to share. So I can't wait to get into it and share what this is all about with you all. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm in traditional business or traditional work. I'm working on becoming an electrician. I'm about 3 months away from finishing my apprenticeship. And about 10 months ago, or coming up to a year probably, I was approached by a friend about checking out this business opportunity and this amazing product. The product really rung true for me and made a lot of sense. And the product that we share, if you haven't seen it before, is called Juice Plus. So this is our capsules here. We got berry, vegetable and fruit capsules. And when I heard fruits and vegetables in a capsule, I was like, that sounds too simple and a little bit too good to be true. There's got to be a catch. It can't just be fruits, veg and berries. But the more I researched, from a health and wellness background, I'm a group fitness instructor in my part-time, and I've been doing that for about 8-9 years now. The more I researched, it kind of really clicked for me. This is literally just fruits, vegetables and berries in a capsule. So first thing I looked at was the ingredients list, and I noticed that it's not a supplement ingredient list. It is actually like a food ingredient list, because everything in this is a food. So we've got things like grapes, raspberries, bilberries, blackberries. And what they've done with the produce is it's farm fresh, so farmed specifically for Juice Plus. It's picked at its peak of ripeness, because as we know, nature's got it right. When things are ripe, they reach that peak colouring. That's when all of the nutrients, phytochemicals, all the really good stuff is alive and at, top quality. So the produce is picked at peak ripeness. It's juiced, it's pulped, all of the water is removed at a very low temperature process so that the antioxidants stay alive, so the enzymes are still living, phytochemicals are all intact. And then that powder is popped into a capsule, vegan capsule that you can take and go straight into your bloodstream within 8 minutes. So 30 different varieties of fruits, veg, berries. I know for myself, I don't know about you guys, and feel free to interact in the chat if you agree with me here. It's very, very hard for me even to get the Australian government recommends 5 veg, 2 fruit every day. I'm pretty good with the 2 fruit, not always good with the 5 veg. And definitely aware of the fact that even when I do get my 5 and 2, that's kind of a minimum requirement, and the fruit and veg that I'm getting is not top quality. I'm not always getting organic. There's often herbicides, chemicals, pesticides used in the production of those fruit and veg. And I know I used to work for a transport company, so I know the bananas are picked when they're green are actually gas ripened. So half of that natural process of all the nutrients, phytochemicals, fully developing is missed with humans interacting there. Strawberries can be frozen for 8 months before we get them, same with apples. It's kind of mind-blowing when you start to look into it. So knowing that we were getting the really top quality through this stuff, my partner and I started to take them. I noticed very, very quickly some huge changes to my energy levels, and I had been dealing with a skin condition called heat urticaria for about 18 months. I'd seen specialists for it. I was constantly itchy and sometimes red and inflamed, not always visible, but always itchy. And my doctor had said to me, it's kind of an autoimmune reaction to what would normally be just a heat rash. My body wasn't healing it. It was instead creating a bigger problem. And just to take a double dose of antihistamines every day until it went away. Your body does a cycle every 7 years and replaces all of the cells within 7 years. So he said, hopefully within 7 years, you'll be fine. You can stop taking antihistamines and the itch will go away. but 4 days onto Juice Plus and it had disappeared. Still now, 10 months later, it's completely gone. So that spoke wonders to me about if that's what it can do for my skin, I can only imagine what it can do for the rest of my body. And that's just one of the 2 amazing products that we have. We also have, you know, if you consider the capsules, your micronutrients, or like the oil for your car, we also offer Juice Plus Complete. Now they're a plant-based complete protein powder, fixed with things like fiber. You've got pumpkin powder, pomegranate powder, ancient grains. I could go on. Broccoli sprouts, mushroom powder is the only food source of vitamin D. So these for me are the fuel for my car. I have one, be it for breakfast or for an afternoon snack. I know I'm getting even more vegetables and superfoods into my diet that way. And that really clean plant protein is very easily digested, keeps me really full, and they just fit into my day perfectly. So that's our 2 main products. We are known as the company with a heart because our mission is to create healthier families. So we've got this product which is safe for every aspect of life. That's another thing that kind of really ticked a big box for me. I don't have children of my own yet, but I'm conscious of things, you know, if it's not safe for pregnancy, there's something in the back of my mind that goes, if it's not safe for that pivotal stage of creating life, how is it safe to take long-term for anybody? Our products are safe for everyone, unless you have, you know, an allergy or an intolerance to a particular fruit or vegetable. It's completely safe. Safe for every stage of life. And we've actually created the fruit and vegetable chewables, perfect for children to get their intake every day. So they've got the same ingredients, the same top quality produce as the fruit and veggie capsules, tapioca flour and natural sweetener in the form of, I believe it's evaporated cane sugar. So it's very, very low GI, very, very nutritional. Kids love them and they're getting that fruit and veg in their day as well. So to flow on from that, I want to get to a friend of mine, Tammy, who I shared the product with a few months ago now, probably close to 10 months as well, Tammy. And I know her and her family, she's got a young boy, who have had some awesome results from the products. Would you mind sharing with us, Tam?
Sure, no worries. Hi, guys. So again, sorry, I apologize for the bags under my eyes. I also have spent the 8 days in America. So it was a great trip. Anyway, so yeah, I've been on the product for around about 10 months, and I've always been someone that suffers with a lot of health conditions. So I've got endometriosis, also got IBS, and have always suffered from chronic fatigue. So I was at a stage in my life where I really needed something to kick these things in the butt. I've been to many naturopaths, many doctors. No one could ever fix me for the long haul. It was always short-term results, which was fair enough, but I didn't want to live life like that anymore. So when the product came along, I saw it on Jackie's post and I decided to give it a go. Within the first week, I noticed a big energy increase, which for me came as a shock because I never used to wake up in the morning and bounce out of bed or get through to the day and hit 3 o'clock and not feel like I have to go to sleep and have a little bit of a nap. So that was a huge, huge thing for me. Fast forward 10 months down the track, I don't suffer with as many IBS issues as what I previously did. So I don't bloat anymore, don't have the constant constipation. Just everything's working properly. The digestion is great. Yeah, the endometriosis, I don't have the pain, like 80% better than what it always has been. So I feel like I can start living life to the fullest now. I don't have to hide away, be crunched over in pain in bed for weeks on end just to hide away from the world. And yeah, it's been incredible. My son, he's 2.5 now, so he's also been on the kids tubes for the same amount of time, and his frustration levels has definitely improved quite a lot. So his behavior, he's craving more better foods. It's actually today I went shopping to go get a few things, asked him what he wanted to eat as a little snack. He chose a cucumber. So he was munching down in the trolley on a cucumber, got halfway through, and I'm just like, what are you doing, kid? So that was a bit of an eye-opener for me. So yeah, he's always going to the fridge choosing healthier foods, which is what we want for our kids. So yeah, I'm really, really impressed.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing, Tammy.
That's okay.
And you can probably agree with me here. I would never have got through, I think I haven't been sick for probably 8 months now, definitely 6, but a trip like this, fairly sleep deprived and lots going on, of course you're doing a little bit of celebrating. We're not eating, it's America, we're not eating a lot of fresh fruit and veg, and nor Tammy or I are sick or even have a touch of it having come home, hours on end on plane flights, all of the things that you just go, yep, I'm destined to catch something by the time I get home. And we're still good as gold. And, just testament to the product that's proven to improve your immune system. A massive one that we learnt on the weekend, there's over 37, I say over 37, there's 37 with a lot more underway research papers complete on Juice Plus and peer-reviewed medical journal published top quality research papers. One of the latest one is showing that our DNA can be positively altered by taking Juice Plus. Now, to put that in simple terms, and the thing that really made my heart sing is, if you consider how prominent things like cancer are, your grandparents or your parents, or, what would be our diagnosis. I know there's a lot of people in my generation concerned about those genetic diseases and how it appears that it's going to continue to flow. As parents, you guys have the power to actually positively alter the future and the health of your children. That's massive. It's huge, So yeah, very, very exciting. I could go on for days about the research, but I do want to touch on, as Tammy said, her beautiful little boy Levi asking for the cucumber. There really are, Dr. Sears, a top pediatrician in the US, describes it as you have a head brain and a gut brain, and your gut brain knows what's really, really good for it. So when the body starts to get amazing nutrition, the head brain recognizes, hey, this is actually really good for me. I want more of this stuff. Whether I initially like the taste, which is what we all think cravings come from, you can literally only crave the level of nutrition your body gets. So when you start flooding it with this, that's what it starts to crave. And, we can testament to that too. I think we had the pancakes and the big brekkie just so we could say we had it, hey Tam, but did not feel like any of the junk food and haven't for quite a long time, because your body really does start to crave the really good stuff. So the stories do bring the product to life though. So we'll grab one more story before we chat to Odette about her launch. Emma, if you're available, could you take yourself off mute, share with us what you've experienced since you've been taking Juice Plus?
Sure. Hey guys, so I have been on it for about 6 or 7 months, I think. And before I started Juice Plus, I was constantly low on energy, always tired. All throughout high school, I struggled with back acne. I tried scrubs, creams, medications, everything. And although some of them did work, it didn't give me a long-term solution. So I was told about Juice Plus, and I thought, why the hell not? I've got nothing to lose. So I jumped on board and tried it. And within the first week, my back acne was completely gone. And I was just amazed because it hasn't come back since. And that's massive for me, for having struggled with it for so many years. Also, within the first week, I noticed my energy levels had really skyrocketed, and particularly my immune system as well. Like, I was always the first to get sick, and I would be down for 2 or 3 days, but everyone around me was getting sick one day. And it wasn't until someone said to me, they were like, oh, you're probably the person making everyone sick. And I'm like, no, I swear, usually I'm the first one to get sick, but it didn't happen. So I actually had told that to Tammy, because she was the one that introduced me to them. And she's like, yeah, that's from the capsules, because they improve your immune system. I'm like, sweet. All right, cool. I'm onto this. So yeah. And since then, like, my hair and my nails have grown stronger and faster. And yeah, I used to get dizzy spells, which I don't get anymore. And yeah, it's been really awesome. So very excited to keep going with it and just keep all the improvements up and see all the changes. I think you're on mute, Jackie. Thank you. There you go. All right. Still on mute.
Oh, there we go. Can you tell?
There you go.
Sorry, guys. So, what we're all here for is to hear the launch of your amazing business, Audette. Can you share with us how long you've been taking Juice Plus and what you've noticed, what you're excited for when it comes to the product?
Of course, I would love to. We've been on Juice Plus about 9 weeks now, just a bit over 2 months. I'm a staying-home mom, and I have a son with mild autism. And I was looking for something for the longest time to do from home, and to just give us an extra income. And I'm looking like everywhere, and I can't find anything. Everything I look for, it's high startup cost, and it just didn't make sense to me. Until one day I stumbled in Christie's ad. It says that you can be healthy. Would you like to be healthy and make money from home at the same time? And I thought, okay, this is bonus, like I can do both, So I inquired about it, and right away I got a reply from them, and I talked to Christy and Jenna, and we did the Zoom in the same day. And right away, I didn't want to waste any time after they explained the product and how everything works. I didn't want to waste any time. I said, yeah, right away, I'll go for it. Anyway, so I ordered the product. I'm sorry, I'm a bit nervous. I ordered the product, and in about a couple of days, we got the product. Myself and my son started on it right away. Within 3 days, I had super energy. My husband, he's a skeptical person, and he would not. He said, yeah, right, okay, you guys take it, that's fine, Then within a week, I had inflammation in my legs, my feet, and I asked him to rub my feet every night or every other night because I'm so sore. That's gone. I used to wake up in the morning, I can't step in the ground because my feet are so sore. And that's gone. So like all my inflammation is gone. So he said, okay, maybe I'll try it too. So within, I think, a week and a half or so, I had to order another order for him to get him on it too. So he started as well. And with our autism son, he used to start things and he never finish it. So he's been going to the gym, and we figured, he's not gonna last for long, but he kept going and he kept going, and until now he's still going. His acne is gone. He still gets the odd pimples here and there, but it's nowhere how it used to be before at all. He's very talkative, more friendly, not like he used to be very reserved before, and he won't be able to talk or express himself. And I didn't even know that the product would do anything for special needs kids, But I'm so glad, I tried it with him. Anyway, and so that's for my son. Myself, my hair is used to fall like crazy. I have to every time I finish showering and blow drying my hair, I have to vacuum basically the bathroom because it's like full of hair. Now it's thicker and it's more shiny and it's much nicer. My skin my nails growing and nice, and like, and so as my sons too. My husband had gout. I'm trying to think of all the stuff he have. He have gout and he have inflammation, and that's all gone as well. He have knee problem, and he had inflammation in the knee as well, and that's all gone. So he's able to walk with no pain. He used to have gout at least once a month. We've been on that for 9, well, he's a bit less, so 7 months for him, and he hasn't had one gout attack at all. Yeah, so I'm very, very thankful for finding Juice Plus. It's a great product, and I'm so thankful that my family is on it, and I can never live without it now. Yeah,
That's
and thank you for
amazing.
giving me the time to share this with everyone.
Thank you for sharing with us, Odette. That's phenomenal, the changes that your body's really capable of healing, isn't it? When you give it top quality nutrition and the right environment, the body is designed to self-heal to a certain extent. So it's really amazing when you start to actually see it in practice. But I'm going to do, I will touch on, as I mentioned before, when our bodies start to crave more fruit and veg, we have actually got an amazing program in place to help people who want to take that change to the next level. So, I've got clients and friends taking the product who are quite happy adding the product to their day, and then I've got people who are looking to make a complete lifestyle change. So we have the Juicy Body Transformation Guide to really meet people where they're at, and to allow you to make whatever level of lifestyle changes that you want to make. So if you want to go as far as a gourmet cleanse detox, it's there, 3 day, 7 day. I think there's a 21-day detox. There's amazing family friendly recipes, sweet treats that are, quite clean and nutritious. So it's got everything that you need to get you where you're at and to help you make those changes in your life. But I'm going to do a little bit of a segue right now and move into the business. And obviously, as you know, we're all so proud to share this product that it's just a natural progression to start to share the business and what the business has done for us. I know when I first heard about the business, I had a few, concerns, and I was a little bit skeptical. I'm not of the generation that has heard of or been tainted by pyramid schemes, but I had definitely heard the term before. But if we take a look at, traditional business really looks like a pyramid to me. So if we consider a supermarket, we've all shopped at a supermarket before. There are different levels. Everyone starts, you got your CEO at the top. Then I never actually worked in the supermarket, but I know you've got, your regional managers, and then like deli leaders or supervisors, butchery supervisors, all those different levels. And then your checkout chicks down the bottom here. The world is changing. Checkout chicks, as we've all seen, are starting to be replaced by the self-serve checkouts. But for anyone to sort of grow through a business like this and to start to, excel their career, we're competing with one another to grow through the levels. And pop your hand up if you agree with me. Most of these kind of traditional businesses, as you start to take a step up through the career ladder and go for that promotion, yes, you might get a little more money. Generally, it's not kind of in line with the extra stress hours and the extra work that you have to do in line with that position. But if we take a look at a business like this, it's literally a flip of that. Everyone joins the business as what we call a virtual franchisee. Like any good business structure, there are levels, but there is limitless room at the top here for our pinnacle position, which is what we call our NMDs. Now, for us to grow through this business and to reach the different levels, we cannot do it without helping each other. And that creates this amazing community of like-minded people who want to see each other excel and create the kind of business that, matches their needs and matches their desires. So that NMD peak sort of position, once you reach NMD, you're looking at, an annual income, not including bonuses, of roughly $100,000 a year. And for me, that would be quite a comfortable income yearly, and to be able to work from home on part-time hours. Then there's people who are quite happy to make $500 or $1,000 a month. And that's what this business is all about, is meeting people where they're at, helping them grow to whatever position fits their lifestyle and makes them happy. And we just keep that community growing, keep sharing this amazing health product with people, and being emotionally rewarded as we go. I know something else that a lot of people get, I guess, concerned about or have a misconception around when you join a business like this is that they might not know enough people to share something with. You know, I don't know many friends, or I'm new to the town, or any of those kinds of things. But if we take a look at my business as an example, started as me loving the product, loved the idea of the business, and with this, you know, crazy drive and excitement for what I was planning to do. So I shared it with a friend of mine, Tammy, who I knew was a young mum, had a family whose health she cared about very much. And I felt like this vision was something that would catch her. And as we know, it did. She's gone on to share it with a few friends of hers. Alicia shared it with a friend of hers. And if we take a look at that one line of my business, I knew Tammy. I've known Tammy for about 10 years. But I never knew Alicia, and I probably never would have crossed paths with Alicia, nor the other people that have continued to join her team. Now, if we take a look, I think I've shared it with 5 people now, and they're sharing it with their friends. I'm sure most of you sitting on here right now know of someone who would love the opportunity to make a little bit extra money from home. Maybe they're not happy in their career at the moment. You know, there's lots of different reasons that this business can fit perfectly into someone's life. But it really just starts to grow, and it becomes like popcorn. So what I love about this, and what I have really noticed in the last bit over a week that we've been away, is that while I've still stayed as invested as I can in my business, while I've been on flights and things like that, that my business is no longer just about me. I've got all of these people who are invested in growing their own businesses. So even when I take my foot off the pedal or life steps in, my business continues to grow because I've introduced people who are invested in their own business, like I said. So it becomes like the popcorn effect, you know, you take the popcorn off the heat, it continues to pop and it continues to grow. So I'm going to keep on moving. I know we shared a few stories tonight, and I'm going to have a little bit of a chat about the part that I know really excited me with a business like this. Was the money. You know, we love to share products, and I think of this business no differently to recommending a great movie that I watched. I watched a couple on the plane, if anyone's looking. We recommend movies, we recommend restaurants, things like that. And, you know, we share with our friends when we've had a good experience. This business is absolutely no different, but that we get financially rewarded for that. And we get to, you know, get that financial reward for helping people with their health and create a new lifestyle for themselves. So there's 3 ways that we get paid in this business. The first one is retail. So when I share the product with a friend, I tell them, you know, what I'm loving and why I'm loving it so much. The product literally gets shipped straight to my friend from head office. I don't need to hold any stock. I've just connected them with head office, pop the order in, and the retail profit drops into my bank account. As we saw with the popcorn, when the team starts to grow, we start to earn a commission based on the businesses within your team. But the really exciting bit is the bonuses. Pop your hand up if you've received a bonus from work in the last 2 years. Not in this business. I got a Christmas ham. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago that we got a Christmas ham, but they canned the Christmas ham not long after that because the budget didn't allow it. And that was the last of the bonuses that I've received for a long time. But one of the first bonuses that we get in a business like this is when we reach a position called SDVF. Usually within the first 40 days, a $400 bonus for yourself and a $400 bonus for the person that coached you and helped you reach that position, because this is a teaching business. We help boost each other up. So not only for your hard work, but the person that helped you get there, you get that extra bonus. So I'd love to hear from someone. Have we got an SDVF on the call who would love to share their business story with us? Just going to have a little flick through if anyone wants to take themselves off mute. We may not. We may have all grown a little too much. Odette, do you want to share for us now, business-wise, what got you interested in this business and what you're excited about for the future?
For the business, I was happy that I'm home, like I'm gonna be home and be able to earn money, and the support from the team, that's super massive for me, because I'm not a person that can do things just by myself. I need support. So when I knew that it's going to be support and I'll be helped with different things to do, that was massive for me, and that really encouraged me to go for it and do it. And from day one, I had support, like awesome support. So like it's been great. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to grow the business and do well with it, hopefully sooner than I think. Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you. So the next position on the cards is what we call SC, or Sales Coordinator. That one's a $600 bonus for yourself, $600 for the person that introduced you to the business. Lorraine, would you be free to share your story with us? Maybe briefly touch on how much the product has impacted your life too.
Yeah, hi. I've been doing business now since just before Christmas, and I started on the product, so pretty well jumped straight on board because it's sort of, for me, it resonated a lot in what I wanted. I'm on a disability, and I hadn't been very well for many years, and virtually, you get told that you can't go back to work or you can't do this and that because of your injuries. I had a car accident 6.5 years ago, but I've been suffering with fibromyalgia for 18 years. And when I had that car accident, it exacerbated my symptoms out of control for just to the highest level of pain that I've ever experienced. And I can't take painkillers, so taking the Juice Plus, what that did for me, it took all the inflammation out of my body. So the inflammation, and then allowed me to be able to move freely. I could get out of bed, I could tie my shoelaces. Things that I couldn't do. Dress myself some days it was hard to dress myself, and I didn't have to rely on my husband. So now I'm able to do housework. I love the experience of being in the business because I have the support of a wonderful team of people that I can get online. If I need to talk to somebody, and I know that I'll have an answer within moments from somebody that's working around a lunch hour or through stolen moments, it's truly amazing business. And I get phone support, team support, and I've made so many new friends, and that's a really big thing for me because I live in South Australia. I'm in a very small town, well, not too small, but it's pretty lonely when you've left your home up in Queensland, you come all the way down here. So it's nice to be able to get online and still see all my friends and people that I make online. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Lorraine. We love having you as part of the crew. So the next level, or the next position that we strive for, is what we call SSC, Senior Sales Coordinator. That is a $1,200 bonus, and $1,200 for the person that coached you to reach that level. Alison, I'm going to pick you out. Are you free to share your story with us? I know you've had some great success in the business.
I am. I'm free. Can you hear me properly? Because I've been having a bit of internet woes. Okay,
we can.
Good-o. Hello, everybody. My name's Alison. I was introduced to the business by my lovely daughter, Caitlin. And as Jackie said before, I was a little bit skeptical because I've been in traditional business. So when I did my research and had a look at what this business could do, I was blown away. So the dream for me is to retire a little bit earlier. And when you're an empty nester like I am, it's quite a daunting time. So the business has helped us in so many ways. It gets you out of your comfort zone. It's a lot of personal development. You can choose how much you want to put in the business. So it's just mind-blowing as to what you can do. And the future for us is so much different because of it. Because I can actually slow down and spend more time doing what I'd like to do, as well as keeping my finger in a business. It's absolutely amazing. So I'd suggest to anybody to have a go. I think it's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. So next one that we're aiming for, Alison, you and I, is QNMD. That's a $1,500 bonus, and you guessed it, $1,500 for the person that coached you to reach that level. And then we reach the pinnacle position in the business. Now it continues to go on from here. I'm not even privy to the bonuses that continue to grow, but the NMD bonus is $3,000. I know there's no $3,000 for the person that introduced you to the business, but by this stage, I don't think they're too worried about a $3,000 bonus. But I just want to share a little bit more of my business story with you guys. So I joined the business about a week after I started the products. It just made complete sense to me. As I said, I'm an electrical apprentice at the moment. I have about 3 months to go. I think I knew about 3 days into my apprenticeship that this is not what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. I chose to do it because, you know, for the 10 years since I finished high school, I have chopped and changed jobs on the lookout for that dream job. You know, I always believed that I would be able to be paid well, have a great lifestyle doing something that I loved. But I think, you know, society got to me, and it's so common. We're all kind of, what's the word, kind of molded into this Australian way of life is to work really, really hard just to own your own home and just to get by. You know, you work really hard for 40 years to, yeah, just make it to that level. And so I succumbed to the view of, if I can't get paid well enough doing the things that I love, I would do something that paid me well enough to pay for my hobbies. But as I said, it wasn't making me happy. Doesn't fill my cup. I'm quite an emotional person. And so I felt like there had to be something better out there for me. In the time that I've joined the business, I guess the earliest thing that I noticed with the extra income coming in was that, you know, my partner and I do have the Aussie mortgage, the Australian dream. I've been able to help out a lot more with the bills. I've been able to contribute to rates, electricity bills, which has taken a whole lot of pressure off our relationship. You know, financial woes just kind of flow through everything. I have been able to buy a new car, so go to America, you know, for 8 days, which was never on my radar on an apprentice wage. It was just completely out of reach. But my why has recently grown. Sorry, my reason for doing this business has grown a lot. In the last week, I lost a workmate to a workplace accident on Friday. And I can't help but share with people that there's a better way, that you don't have to work, you know, a dangerous job or have family members at risk. You know, we don't have to lose people to these genetic health conditions. We have the power to change our lives, our health, our career, and our futures. And it's just something I feel so very blessed to be able to share with people. And very grateful that I have the opportunity to move away from the place that I'm in now. So I'm going to stop now before I get any more emotional, but this has just completely changed my life, and I'm so excited for the future. My partner and I are moving to Perth in August. And by that stage, I'm on track to not have to work again. So that's by that stage, 29-year-old woman. You know, we can have kids. I'll never have to go back to work. I'll be home when he's home from the FIFO job. Yeah, you think about the flow-on effects of not having to work traditional business and being able to really own your own life, and put your family and yourself as your priority is priceless. So I would just encourage you, if you've got any questions with regards to the product, the business, if it sparked a little bit of curiosity, reach out to the person that shared this with you, because they do care enough to want to help you, you know, make some improvements in your life. If the worst thing that comes out of this is that you're inspired to take your health to the next level, that's massive, and I congratulate you for that. But yeah, open up, reach out, get your questions answered, and just think, what if? What if this is the opportunity that completely changes your life, and takes you to that place that you dream of being? So thank you all for jumping on. Thank you to all of you for sharing your stories. I know it's outside of some comfort zones to speak on something like this, but we really appreciate it and know that you're changing the world one Zoom at a time, one conversation at a time. So I'm going to stop record, but if you've got any questions, please take yourselves off mute. Let's have a little chat. And thank you so much for joining us live or for watching the recording.